Did you know that most winter accidents happen not because drivers are speeding, but because they simply can't see the road in time? And honestly, factory fog lights just don't cut it when snow, freezing rain, or thick fog suddenly take over your windshield view. So if you want better visibility, safer nighttime driving, and fog lights that actually perform when the weather gets brutal, this video is for you. Today we're counting down the 5 best fog lights for winter driving in 2026. From budget-friendly LED upgrades to powerful street-legal fog beasts that cut through snow and heavy rain like a laser. And trust me, the #1 pick completely surprised me, because it's not the brightest option, but it might actually be the smartest choice for real-world winter driving. Stick around to the end, because one of these fog lights clearly outperformed the others overall. And remember, all the links are in the description below. Now let's get into it. Number 5. Torchbeam H11/H16/H8 LED Fog Light Bulb. If you're still driving with weak factory halogens, the Torchbeam LEDs are probably the fastest and cheapest way to dramatically improve your winter visibility. These bulbs push a crisp 6000K white beam that instantly looks cleaner and brighter than stock lighting. And compared to older halogens, the difference is honestly night and day. What makes Torchbeam stand out is how easy the installation is. It's basically plug and play, so most drivers can install them in minutes without special tools. Compared to the Auxito bulbs later in this video, Torchbeam focuses more on raw white brightness and modern appearance rather than deep fog penetration, so they perform better on dark highways and rural roads but slightly worse in super thick fog, where amber light has an advantage. Against budget competitors like Sea Light, Torchbeam delivers a really good balance between affordability, brightness, and beam focus without feeling cheap. The cooling system is compact, the aluminum body feels durable, and the beam pattern stays surprisingly controlled when aligned correctly. Now, the lumen claims are definitely a little optimistic like most aftermarket LEDs, but in real-world winter driving, these are still a massive upgrade over stock fog lights. If you want something affordable, simple, and noticeably brighter without spending premium money, Torchbeam is a fantastic entry point. But what do you think? Do you prefer bright white LEDs or amber fog lights for winter driving? Let me know in the comments. Number 4. Nuevo 7-inch LED Light Bar. Now we're stepping into serious brightness territory. The Nuevo Light Bar is built for drivers who deal with extremely dark roads, snow-covered trails, rural highways, or off-road conditions where standard fog lights just aren't enough. These things throw out an insanely wide and aggressive beam pattern thanks to the combo flood and spot design, and compared to the Nightlight pods coming up next, the Nuevo lights provide much broader roadside coverage and stronger overall illumination. You'll especially notice the difference during snowstorms or heavy rain, where seeing the edges of the road becomes critical. Unlike smaller fog bulb upgrades like Torchbeam or Auxito, these are auxiliary lights meant to dominate darkness, rather than simply replace factory fog lamps. The included wiring harness is a huge bonus for beginners, installation is pretty straightforward, and the rugged aluminum housing with waterproof protection makes them ideal for harsh winter environments. Compared to premium off-road brands, beam refinement may not be perfect, but considering the price, the brightness here is honestly impressive. The downside is that these are more aggressive than true street-focused fog lights, so they're better suited for trucks, overlanders, off-road builds, and drivers needing maximum visibility rather than clean-ohm-style lighting. If your goal is pure light output and wide winter road coverage, the Nuevo absolutely destroys most standard fog lights in brightness. Number 3. Nightlight 2 PCS 6-inch LED Pods. If you want solid winter visibility without spending a fortune, Nightlight might honestly be the best budget performance pick on this list. These compact LED pods focus more on long-distance spot visibility compared to the wider beam pattern of the Nuevo Light Bar, making them great for seeing farther ahead on dark roads, trails, or snowy highways. While they're not as overwhelmingly bright as the Nuevo setup, they're easier to mount, more compact, and generally more beginner-friendly for smaller vehicles or tighter installations. Compared to Torchbeam and Auxito, Nilight gives you true auxiliary lighting performance rather than just upgraded replacement bulbs, so you'll notice stronger forward reach during nighttime driving. The aluminum construction feels durable, the waterproof rating is excellent for winter weather, and the adjustable mounting brackets make aiming the lights pretty simple. Now yes, premium brands may offer cleaner optics and slightly better consistency, but for the money, Nilight punches way above its price class. What really makes these stand out is the value. You're getting reliable winter-ready visibility, decent durability, and versatile mounting options without completely emptying your wallet. If you're building a practical winter driving setup on a budget, these are seriously hard to ignore. Number 2. Auxito H11/H/H16 LED fog light bulbs. Okay, this is where things get really interesting, because the Auxito bulbs approach winter driving differently from almost every other product on this list. Instead of focusing only on maximum brightness, Auxito focuses on something that actually matters more in real fog: visibility penetration. The deep 3000K amber yellow beam cuts through fog, snow, and heavy rain far better than cool white LEDs, because it creates less glare and reflection back into your eyes. Compared directly to the Torchbeam bulbs, Auxito sacrifices some of that icy white modern look, but performs noticeably better in dense fog and nasty winter weather. Honestly, if you regularly drive in snowstorms, mountain fog, or rainy highways, the amber output alone can make nighttime driving feel less stressful and less fatiguing. Another thing I really like is the fanless cooling design, because cheaper LED bulbs often develop fan noise or cooling issues over time. Installation is super easy, compatibility is strong thanks to built-in CAN bus support, and the beam distribution feels balanced instead of overly scattered. Compared to the Nilight and Nuevo auxiliary lights, Auxito is much more practical for daily commuters who want factory-style simplicity with improved winter performance. These aren't about showing off insane brightness numbers. They're about safer, real-world visibility. And honestly, for winter driving specifically, that makes a huge difference. Number 1. AKD 3-inch SE LED fog lights. Most fog lights on the market focus on being brighter. These focus on being smarter. And that's exactly why the AKD SE LED fog lights take the number 1 spot. What separates these from almost every other option here is the true SE certified cutoff beam pattern. Instead of blasting uncontrolled light everywhere like many off-road LEDs, the AKD lights project a clean, focused beam that stays low to the road, cuts through fog effectively, and dramatically reduces glare for oncoming drivers. Compared to the Nuevo and Nilight setups, these are less about overwhelming brightness and more about controlled, usable winter visibility. And compared to Torchbeam or Auxito bulb replacements, the AKD system feels far more purpose-built for serious fog performance. The compact 3-inch design looks surprisingly clean on trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, and off-road builds, while the dot approval makes them a much safer choice for daily road use. Build quality is excellent with CNC machined aluminum housing, waterproof construction, and reliable Cree LEDs that produce a sharp, road-focused beam. Now yes, they don't come with a wiring harness, and they won't look as insanely bright as giant off-road light bars, but honestly, that's the point. These lights are engineered for actual winter driving conditions, not just raw lumen marketing numbers. In snow, heavy rain, and dense fog, controlled beam performance almost always beats uncontrolled brightness, and AKD understands that better than most brands in this category. So which fog light is actually the best overall? If you want maximum off-road brightness, the Nuevo wins. If you want the best budget auxiliary setup, Nilight is tough to beat. If you drive through heavy fog constantly, Auxito's amber beam is incredibly effective. And if you just want a cheap factory upgrade, Torchbeam gives you amazing value. But overall, the AIK 3-inch SAE LED fog lights take the crown because they combine the most important things for real winter driving: controlled visibility, low glare, street-legal performance, durability, and true all-weather usability. They may not be the flashiest option, but when visibility gets dangerous, these are the lights I'd trust the most. So, which one would you choose for your vehicle? Are you Team Amber fog lights or Team Ultra Bright White LEDs? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what setup you're running this winter. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest gear reviews and driving tech videos. Thanks for watching, drive safe out there, and remember, all the links are in the description below.